Hey guys, welcome to Nullboy. Today we have a problem called minimum number of arrows required to burst balloons. This is a problem that comes in various form in interviews. It's a greedy problem. It has been asked as minimum number of meeting rooms required or maybe minimum number of stations required. So today it's called minimum number of arrows required to burst balloon. So let's look into it. So let's go through this problem. And this time I'll not walk you through this problem description because it's a bit lengthy. I'll walk you through an example and we'll try to understand what the problem wants us to do. So this is the example that we are having. And the basic problem is that on a wall, we have some spherical balloons and those balloons are taped to the wall. And you can consider the wall as an XY plane, and we want to burst these balloons by shooting arrow in their direction. And the question says that as this is, you can imagine this as our entire wall, and this dotted line says the balloons. So they have a horizontal width, but they do not have any vertical length. You can imagine that. And now we are shooting arrows from this position somewhere here. We're trying to shoot arrows in vertically upward direction, that is the y-axis. So it's not like we're shooting an arrow towards them, but we are somewhere down below all, we are somewhere below all the balloons, and we are shooting arrows in vertically upward direction, and we are trying to burst these balloons. And we need to return the minimum number of arrows which we can use to burst all the balloons. And when you shoot an arrow from a position, it takes down all the balloons that are there in its path. So if I have to think of an example, if I shoot an arrow from this 10th position, it will burst this balloon, and it will also burst this balloon because it's in the path of the arrow. So in a first example, we have these points, and these points represent the location of the balloons. So this 10 is the starting point of a balloon, and this 16 is the ending point of a balloon. So this is basically the horizontal width that they have. So this is the 10 to 16 balloon that is there. Now we have 2 to 8. So this represents our, I think this one is our 2 to 8 balloon. This is our 1 to 6 balloon, and this is our 7 to 12 balloon. Now we need to shoot arrows in the vertical direction and burst these balloons. So what we can do is we can shoot an arrow from, let's say, so they are saying shoot an arrow from x equals to 6. So we can shoot an arrow from this x equals to 6 position, and it will burst this 2 to 8 balloon. So it will burst this 2 to 8 balloon, and it will also burst this 1 to 6 balloon. So two balloons down with one arrow. Next we'll shoot another arrow from x equals to 11. It will take down this, I think, 7 to 12 balloon, and it will also take down this 10 to 16 balloon. So another arrow takes down the other two balloons. So with two arrows we are able to burst all the balloons, and that's basically our answer is. So let's see how we can solve this. So how we going to solve this problem is we'll follow greedy approach. So whenever you see words like minimum, maximum written in a problem, there's a good chance that there might be a greedy problem. So what we are going to do is we are going to pick the balloon with earliest endpoint, and we will burst all the balloons that have a start point before the endpoint of this balloon. So let's say a balloon, we know that the earliest endpoint of a balloon is, let's say, 6, and we have 3 4 balloons which have a start point before this point. So we can use one arrow to burst all these balloons, right? If you got confused, then let me walk you through an example. So let's say we have these points, and these are the balloons. I have placed these balloons there. So there is this 3 to 9 balloon, and there is this 1 to 4 balloon, and we have, I think, 8 to 10 balloons. So I have placed all these balloons here. So what we will do is we will sort them by endpoint, and why we are going to do is that would get cleared out in some time. So we have sorted them by endpoint. So we can consider this as the start point. So the first element in the array as start point, and the second element in the array as the endpoint. So now we have sorted them by endpoint, and we'll pick the balloon with earliest endpoint. So that would be 4 in this case. Now what we will do is we will walk through this array, and we'll try to find out which all balloons have a start point before me. So this is the endpoint. So let me just write the endpoint here for clarity. So our current, maybe earliest endpoint, and so that is 4 for now. And I'll walk through this array, and I'll burst all the balloons that have a start point before me. So I'll go for 1 comma 4. So that's me, and I'll burst this because any arrow that will come through the point number 4 will burst 1 comma 4. And then we have 4 comma 7. So that's an edge case. Even if the starting and end point are on the same x equals to point, then also we are going to burst this. So if I shoot a balloon for point 4, both 1 comma 4 and 4 comma 7 will get burst. Okay, so let me write down which all, maybe let's say earliest endpoint was 4, and it is going to burst 1 comma 4, and it is going to burst 4 comma 7, and then we will traverse through this array, and we got 3 comma 9, right? So we'll also burst this because the start point is less than our current earliest endpoint. So now this is done. Now we got 8 comma 10. Now 8, the start point of the current balloon, is greater than our earliest endpoint, so we'll update our earliest endpoint to 8, and we'll burst 8 comma 10. Sorry, this is not 9, this is 8. And next we'll get 9 comma 12, and we'll see the start point of a current balloon is less than our current earliest endpoint, so we'll burst it. So let me burst 9 comma 12, and we are done. So we'll require just 2 arrows to burst these balloons, and this is the process that we are going to follow to achieve the solution. So you can walk through some of these examples and try to understand better on uh, around how this is working and why this works. So let me code this out, and let's just comment it. So I've already written the solution, so I'll walk you through it. So the first step, we are sorting it based on the endpoint. So the point array, the point array is having, it's an array of array, and each array in that array of array is having an array of two sides, which is having the start point and end point, and we are sorting it by endpoint. So when we sort it by endpoint, we got this. So we, from this array, this was our input array, we got this. Now we can set the initial number of arrays, because the minimum number of arrays that we need to shoot balloons is 1, because we need to shoot at least one balloon to burst any, sorry, shoot one arrow to burst any balloon. Now we are setting the current end. So this is the earliest endpoint that we talked about. Current end as point 0 comma 1. Why? Because we have sorted the points array by the endpoint. So the 0th balloon, the endpoint of 0th balloon will be the earliest endpoint. That is why we have set it as current endpoint. Now we are going to walk through this array of points, and we are starting from I equals to 1 because we have already burst current endpoint, and we have marked it as that is why the num arrows is 1. So we have marked it as burst. So we'll traverse from I equals to 1 to the end of the array. We get our current point. So this is our current point, and we'll just check. So point comma 0 represents the start point of our current balloon. If it is greater than our current endpoint, then that means we cannot burst this balloon with our current arrow, right? So what we were doing here is, we fixed our earliest endpoint and we are bursting every other balloon, but we are not incrementing uh, the number of arrows. So when we are going to increment the number of arrows, and when we are going to update the current endpoint, only when a start point comes that is greater than my current endpoint, right? So uh, so till the point, the start this, so point comma 0 is start point. Till the point start point is greater than, is less than equals to endpoint, we are not going to update the number of arrows, and we are not going to update the current endpoint. If there comes a point, so in this example, if you think of this example, if there comes a point where the start point of our current balloon is greater than our end point, so this condition is hit. So that was hit here when 8 comma 10 came, and our current earliest endpoint was 4. So the start point 8 was greater than 4, so we updated our current endpoint. So we made our current endpoint, we updated it from 4 to 8, and we updated our number of arrows. So before this we just needed one arrow. After we updated this, we increased our number of arrows to 2, and we keep on processing this. So after you're done processing this, you can just return the number of arrows, and that's the solution. So let's try running it. Yep, that works. So that's how you solve minimum number of arrows required to burst balloons. Very important question if you're preparing for your technical interviews. So if you found this helpful and if you learned something today, then please do leave a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any doubt or if you want me to solve any other coding problem, then comment that below and I can take a look. I think that's all from my side for this time. I'll see you next time.